All right, let's be real for a second. We need to talk about the Joker. No, not like in a film theory class. I mean, let's really talk about him. For over 80 years, this guy has been a kaleidoscope of chaos, right? A reflection of the times. We've had the goofy, cackling prankster from the 60s TV show, Cesar Romero, mustache and all, just trying to pull off a ridiculous heist. We've had Jack Nicholson's over-the-top gangster, Jack Napier, who literally created Batman by killing his parents. We've had Heath Ledger's rock star anarchist trying to prove a point about society. Even Joaquin Phoenix's wounded, broken soul, Arthur Fleck. Some are legendary, all of them made their mark. But have we gotten soft? In trying so hard to explain the Joker, have we forgotten what he's supposed to be? Because I think the Joker DC needs right now, the one that would actually make sense for Batman, is a straight-up, unapologetic monster. A nightmare. Think about it. We always get these Jokers with some kind of point. They're trying to prove something. But the paradox of the Joker is that he's never had one single story. Alan Moore perfected this idea in The Killing Joke. He calls it a multiple-choice past. One minute he'll tell you he was a failed comedian who had one bad day. The next, he's a career criminal called the Red Hood who fell in a chemical vat. The scariest part isn't that we don't know his origin, it's that he doesn't know. Or he doesn't care. And that's why the version we need is the one where the point is, there is no point. I'm talking about a Joker who is just pure, terrifying chaos. A guy who would walk into a park, hear a baby crying, and just deal with it. Permanently. Not for a headline, not for a scheme, but just because the noise was bothering him. Can you even imagine the fear in a city where that could happen? You wouldn't be scared of a guy in clown makeup robbing a bank. You'd be terrified to make eye contact with anyone. You'd be scared of your own dog barking. He's not a villain anymore. He's like a natural disaster in a purple suit. It's not about a punchline. The punchline is just the body hitting the floor. And there's no remorse, not a flicker. He does it, and then he moves on to what he wants for lunch. That's it. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a scene in a movie. Gotham General Hospital. It's quiet. The Joker walks in, no guns, no goons. He's just holding a single wilted flower. He goes up to the ICU, to the bedside of some mob boss he put there a week ago. He pulls up a chair and starts telling him a joke, a long, rambling one. He finally gets to the punchline, and the guy on the bed, hooked up to all these machines, doesn't laugh. The Joker just sighs, shakes his head in disappointment, and unplugs his life support. He just sits there, watching the monitors flatline. Then he gets up, places the flower on the dead man's chest, and walks out. That's the Joker we're talking about. No explosions, no grand performance, just quiet, personal, unpredictable cruelty. And here's the real kicker that makes him more than just some psycho on the street. This Joker, he's a mastermind, but not the kind that leaves riddles. He's a fusion of the best and worst parts of his history. He's got the homicidal mania that was brought back in the 70s, the chemical genius to cook up his Joker venom, and he uses his own legal insanity like a weapon, knowing Arkham is just a revolving door. He's got politicians in his pocket, cops on his payroll, the system that's supposed to protect you? Yeah, it answers to him now. So, how does Batman fight that? I mean, seriously, you can't just punch your way out of that problem. The whole city is compromised. Batman isn't just fighting a clown, he's fighting his own city. He has to stop this guy at any cost, because this Joker isn't interested in money or power, he's only interested in the game. He doesn't want to know who's under the mask. He said it before, it would ruin the fun. He wants to prove that his chaos is stronger than Batman's order. If the Joker has the police commissioner on speed dial, what good is the bat signal? Look, this is just a take, right? It's a wish list for the kind of villain that would genuinely push Batman to the absolute edge. A villain who isn't relatable, who isn't tragic, but is just the abyss, staring back at you. That's the kind of story that gets people talking, the kind that gets you arguing with your friends. So, I gotta know what you guys think. Have we had enough of the understandable, sympathetic Joker? Is it time to bring back the pure monster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear all of it. Let's get a real conversation going. And hey, if you like this, you know what to do? Subscribe and hit the notification button. We'll catch you in the next one.